Oklahoma Human Services, or DHS, helps about 1.5 million Oklahomans every year with some of the most basic human needs: food, shelter, safety. The director of DHS is a big job, and in Oklahoma, there's never been a woman in that role until now. Director Dr. Deborah Shropshire is here in studio to talk about her role and her vision for the future of this large agency. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Well, Dr. Shropshire, tell us about the agency. If people don't know, this is a sprawling agency. How many employees, how many divisions are you over at this point?
Right. This is the largest state agency, a little over 6,000 employees, and really 6 main divisions that are serving Oklahomans.
What are some of the agencies, or the divisions rather, that people may not know about that could really help them?
Yeah, so folks may think of DHS as child welfare, and we'll talk about child welfare in a minute. But in addition, the agency provides food assistance through our adult and family services, as well as a number of other eligibility programs. We also provide support to folks with developmental disabilities, as well as to the aging population. So a number of different ways that we serve Oklahomans in need.
And, you know, as people are looking for maybe food assistance or something not having to do with reporting abuse, but, you know, just looking for what you just said, what's the best way to contact DHS if you're not trying to, you know, report something going on?
Right. So certainly our website at okdhs.org contains a ton of information about the variety of services and ways that we can help Oklahomans.
Yeah, I was on there this morning. There's tabs. You can just navigate right through it. It's pretty easy to work with, I think. You know, I can speak for myself that anytime that we report on the tougher stories, especially with children, I mean, they're even hard to talk about from the desk. What do people need to know at home about reporting potential child abuse and what their responsibilities are as a citizen of Oklahoma?
Yeah. So the child welfare side of DHS is actually what got me into this work. I'm a pediatrician by background, by training, but I really became interested in the foster care system and in the child welfare system, and learned a lot myself about reporting child abuse, recognizing child abuse. And so people do need to know that if they are concerned that a child is in danger, or that an elderly person is in danger, that we're the agency to call and report, and we need all Oklahomans to be paying attention to that.
Yeah, we have a graphic that I want to put up, just some very specific ways that people can contact, because there's the hotline at the top, and this has to do with children specifically. And then if it's a vulnerable adult, okhotline.org is a good way to do that. And of course, as always, we just always have to mention this 911 for any sort of emergencies. I wanted to get back to you, Dr. Shropshire. You're a doctor, you're an MD. That's pretty rare across the country for the director of DHS to be a pediatrician and be a physician. Talk about other ways that that's really played into this being the right role for you.
Right. Over the years, again, as I mentioned, I really fell in love with the work of child welfare and had the opportunity to work beside the agency for a long time, and then within the agency for about the past 9 years, doing a lot of community partnership work as well as leading child welfare. And really have just fallen in love not only with that work, but also with the work that the other divisions do, because so many of the families who encounter the child welfare system actually needed assistance earlier. They needed help with whatever problems their family was running into. And our agency also provides the opportunity to help families, whether it's through food or work assistance or a variety of other ways that we may support families. I see the solution to child welfare in the same agency as the one who answers the phone when children are in danger. And so it's a great honor, great opportunity to bring this sort of public health mindset into human services.
And congratulations on that. A big deal to be the first female director in the state's history. One more question. What is your vision for the future, Dr. Shropshire? Whenever it is your last day on the job, what do you hope DHS will be at that point?
Right. There are a number of large projects that have started across all the divisions over the last 3 years, but obviously some of those have been slowed or impacted by just the way the world has changed over the last few years. So this next season, we hope to finish things like the elimination of the developmental disabilities waiting list, work that we're doing to support child care centers and the growth of child care across our state, and a variety of other projects. So I think we're going to take what we've learned from the last 3 years, carry it forward, and 4 years from now, we're going to be able to say that we're serving Oklahomans even better than we were today.
Dr. Deborah Shropshire with DHS, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you coming all the way from Oklahoma City in this weather.
Thank you.
It's a big day for sweets in Oklahoma. Of course, Valentine's Day after the break, some of the sweet treats you can get for a last-minute Valentine's Day gift and a vacation spot favored by celebrities is up for sale. What does this island look like to you? We'll tell you more about its connections.